Alright, what is up, chat? Today we're going to be doing a breakdown of the brain map that I've created. And basically, I made a brain map of all the different things that I pull creative inspiration from and the things that I just enjoy. And hopefully, all these things are reflected in my own work. So, yeah, and if you don't know who I am Joel. I am from Orange County, and I want to be a photographer and videographer for as a career. So that's what I'm working towards, and we're taking it seriously. We're for real about this. All right, so right here, we'll start off with movies. Train Dreams. A logger leads a life of quiet grace as he experiences love and loss during an era of monumental change in early 20th century America. The director is Clint Bentley. The cinematographer is Adolfo Veloso. I'm hoping I said that right. But shout out him because he killed it. Like, this movie's beautiful. Like, beautiful. Like, this is a beautiful movie. It was well made, well shot. I love all the wide shots. I love the plot of the movie. The plot was really nice. A little bit sad, but it all worked out in the end, right? But yeah, I just really love the wide shots on here, and I feel like this is where I really pull. This is what inspired me to like incorporate more wide shots into my work. But yeah, these are just like, it was just a great movie. Like, if you haven't watched it, recommend it. I for sure recommend it. It was a good watch. I think this right here is my favorite shot. This is the ending shot, so I'm gonna spoil it, but not really spoil it. So basically, like, this is when he dies. Like, this is the ending of the movie, and the way they like depicted it, I thought was really nice. Like, so this is the house that he built. Like, he built this house. He's a logger, right? He built this house for his family, but like, he got to the end of his life. He lived a great life, and like, he died in his bed at home alone, right? But I just love how like you see all these like flowers and grass and like moss or whatever, and you see a tree, like a whole tree's like coming into his house, bro. Like, and then like if you look right here, like this is bed, and that's supposed to be like his body, but he's like, his body has decomposed and like plants are like growing out of him. And I thought that was really cool. Like, I thought that was a cool way to like, like depict death, I guess, right? Like, it's just like, I don't know, like I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was cool because like, even though his life has ended, like there's still more life coming out of him. Like there's like, plants are growing out of him, right? And I thought it was just cool. It's also like, from dust we've arrived and back to dust we go, right? And then right here, this is Tennet. This movie's fire. I enjoy this movie. Okay, really quick, let's read this out. So, armed with only one word, Tennet, and fighting for the survival of the entire world, the protagonist journeys through a twilight world of international espionage and a mission that will unfold in something beyond real time. Directed by Christopher Nolan, cinematographer Hyatt Van Hoytema. Shout out Hyatt, bro. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But yeah, this movie's tough. This movie's hard. Like, I mess with this movie. The opening scene was great, and then the opening scene's cool because it looks like this, and then you get the Tennet font popping out right in the center of the screen, just like well placed. And then you got cool stuff like this going on. But yeah, this movie's fire. You got this crazy shot right here where like they explode, they bomb, this like room and stuff, and it was just like insane. To be honest though, I don't think I pulled too much inspiration from this movie. I just really enjoyed this movie, and I threw it on the list out of excitement. So yeah, I guess what I can say about this though, what I can say is that it's a good watch. To be honest, I fell asleep trying to watch it. The first two times I fell asleep. My homies in New Hampshire, shout out the Iggy Reese, put me on, but unfortunately I fell asleep twice. And it's not because it was boring or anything, but it was just because I was tired. But I finally got around to watching it myself, and it was a great watch. And it's cool because it's really mind bendy. Like, you watch this movie, the beginning of the movie seems like it's the end of the movie, and then the end of the movie seems like it's the beginning of the movie, and it's just a great watch. If you're into mind benders and you want to be you want to trip a little bit, this one's a good one. And then we got the Batman. Of course, we got to include the Batman. I feel like it's just one of those great ones, right? So, in his second year of fighting crime, Batman uncovers corruption in Gotham City that connects to his own family while facing a serial killer known as the Riddler. Director Matt Reeves, cinematographer Greg Fraser. Dude, this movie is fire. Like, I love this movie. I love the graffiti in this movie. I love this shot because of the graffiti. Like, graffiti, I've seen a lot, bro. You see it on trash cans, you see it on walls. Like, like someone one time spray painted stuff on my own garage and we had to like paint it white and stuff. But I love this shot right here because you got these wooden doors and then you got this cement wall, right? But I like it because of like, you're in Gotham City and Gotham City's like cooked, bro. Like, like I think about LA, bro. Like everything's just beaten down. And they did a good job at it too. Like look at this. Like there's stains on the wall. The door looks beat, bro. Like it's a wooden door. You got some like, dude, I don't even know what that is at the top right here, but it's just dirty, and they did a good job at dirtying up the scene. But yeah, this movie, good watch, great movie. It's just fire overall. Hopefully, some of this is reflected in my own work when it comes to like the lighting and just like that darker aesthetic, I guess, right? Crazy close up right here. But yeah, the Batman, fire, love it. So that's all for my movies. Just added these 3. Didn't want to go crazy because I didn't want to make this video like crazy long. But let's move on to music. Music, I actually added a lot. So I didn't think music was gonna have this much added to it. But I guess it's just one of those things that, like, when you really think about it, you're like, whoa, there's a lot more than I thought. So let's start off right here. This is a Netspin's music video. I love this music video. I thought it was fire. It's really well made. The sound design was insane. Yeah, this is just a great music video. It was well made. I feel like this music video depicts, like, what would happen if you leave a bunch of teenagers unsupervised, in Virginia, right? Like, these dudes were, like, launching fireworks at each other and, like, just going crazy on the ATVs and, like, destroying mailboxes, you know what I mean? So I love the energy behind the music video. It made it really fun to watch. And it was just well made, bro. Like, it's great camera work. Like, I'm jealous, bro. Like, I want to be this good at making videos and hopefully one day make music videos as well. And then over here we have McGee, his music video for one of his songs. I forgot what song this one was, to be honest. There's a lot of those live ones that he does, but love the lighting, love the set and stuff, and I really enjoy how, well, I'm assuming it was done with a handheld camera just because of how the way it was shot. Like, so he's in the center, right? And then throughout the whole music video, the camera's going around him and around him and around him as he performs. And you can just, like, when he dips down, the camera dips down. When he rises, the camera rises, right? So that's why I'm assuming it was handheld. But I enjoyed, like, that handheld feel, And then right here we have No Big Deal's music video. So similar to the McGee video, this one, they did the same thing where the camera's going around the artist. But what's different about No Big Deal's is that this one's on a track. So the camera was set up on a tripod or on a tripod, and then whatever the tripod's on, it's on a track. So rather than this one being unsteady, this one was very steady and it was very clean. Like, it was a very clean look to the music video compared to the McGee one. Like, this one's kind of more like on the feels, right? But the messaging behind this one, No Big Deal's one, is fire. I really enjoyed it, and then I loved all the shots, and I love how it was made, right? It's just like you get to see the behind the scenes of, like, what the studio looked like, which I thought was cool. But yeah, And then we have A3's music video. This one, fire, bro. Like, to be honest, I think when I first watched this was like a mind opener because I was like, this is hard, and like, bro's a Christian artist. Like, it's like you can be cool and still be Christian. You know what I mean? Like, so that's really why I enjoy this one. I love how it's in black and white. The aspect ratio's 4:3, so it's super clean. And then you got like cool imagery and stuff and all that. So yeah, I thought this was fire. Shout out, bro. This one's hard. And then we got What Up RG. This is a live set in Nashville, Tennessee. I was actually there for this. And what's cool about this performance is that the visuals, the on-screen visuals, were actually the live camera feed. So I thought that was sick because it's like, it was just hard, bro. Like, it was cool to watch. Like you're watching the performance live, like in person, but then you're also watching the performance on screen, and the on-screen visuals are what you're watching live. Like, it was just cool. And bro's Mexican, so like, shout out, you know, like we're up, bro. I'm up. All right. But yeah, like, you know, bro's inspirational. You know what I mean? Like, he's the inspo, I guess, right? For me, at least, right? But yeah, I think when it comes to like live performances, like, I guess, you know, like, I'm not like a live performer or anything, right? But I'm assuming the performance itself is the artwork, right? Because you're putting on a show for people, and that is your craft. Like, that's the artwork. You're creating a space, you're creating an environment, you're creating a feeling for people to enjoy. And like, similar to art, you're creating something for someone to enjoy, or for someone to see and watch, and like to interpret, or even sometimes not even to interpret, and it's just for enjoyment. So that's why I thought, like, you know, everything that was made for this like production was super cool because it was well done. And then we got Gene Dawson's music videos. This guy is one of my favorite artists. Like, I've been listening to him since high school. Like I've been keeping up with his artwork. I've been keeping up with his music. Like, bro's fire. So yeah, this is one of his music videos. It's very intriguing because it's like, you look at this and you're like, what is this, bro? Like, what is on her face? Like, they put polka dots on her, bro. They put dots on her. But yeah, like, I thought it's just cool to watch, bro. Like, this was a good music video. This shot's cool. Like, you got these shiny grills on. Like, I think that's where I get the desire of grills. Like, I want grills, and I want some shiny ones like this. I think this is where it comes from. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know where it comes from. I just enjoy them. But anyways, and then you got like the vibes, bro. Like, the vibes with the homies. You know, just like running around with the old school camera. Like, this is cool. You know, it was fun to watch. It was a well-made music video. And then you got his other music video right here. Like, this one's fire too. Like, super. So, you know, like, this one's very like, there's a bunch of shots on this one, different what's it called, locations and stuff. And then this one's just one location. It's like a couple different shots, but it's still well made and it's still fire. You know, like, you got these speakers, they're painted white, but you can see like the undertones and stuff. And then what's cool about this one is like, this back wall, they actually used that as a screen. So they had like a projector set up somewhere showing like the visuals on there and stuff. So it was well made. And then you got like these close-ups where like you can see like whatever he's wearing. Like, I don't even know what this is. It's like a glove, and then they put like rings on it or something. I don't know, but I think it's cool. I just enjoy his music, and this guy's like very creative and makes good art, you know. So yeah, that's about it for like the music. So there's a lot going on here, a lot more than I thought than over here. But next over here is clothing. So I love clothes. I really enjoy clothes, and you know, I don't want to say I'm into fashion, just because I've seen too many videos, bro. I've seen too many Instagram videos of people, or like dudes, and like people just being like, yeah, I'm into fashion, and then like they're wearing like a basic black hoodie and like some baggy pants, and it's like, bro, like, that's what everyone else wears, homie. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't want to get caught in that group because I wear simple stuff. I'm not crazy into like making or outfits like that and stuff. So I enjoy clothes. So I'm gonna go that route. Play it safe. Let's start off with the bags. I love a good bag, bro. Like if you guys know me, I love a good bag. Like a big bag. Like I mainly like bigger bags, to be honest. Like I enjoy bigger bags. You know, I just love a good bag. Like I love how a bag just looks, bro. Like you got textures, you got materials, bro. Like I really love these like duffel bags. You just stuff them up and run out the house, bro. This bag is fire. Like high key, like I just pulled this off the internet, right? It's like high key, like I'm gonna look into who made this bag and get this bag. But lately, I've been rocking a bag like this, a little military bag, and I just stuff it, bro. Like I'll throw my laptop in there, I'll throw hard drives, like I'll throw like my Bible and journal in there and stuff, and I'm out for the day. Like everything that I need is inside this bag. That's why I enjoy bags, bro. And then you go thrifting and stuff. You can throw in like what you find and stuff. More so with a bag like this. But yeah, like I just love a good bag, and then like love a good vintage tee that has like the perfect amount of distressing. Like, but lately I have been rocking just pure blanks, just black tees. White tees. Just like I've created like a uniform, and I'm sticking to it because it's just easy. And then like I love a good boot, bro. Like it could be like more so a formal boot, square toe boot, like a combat boot. I literally have all three. Like I love a good boot, but what I've been doing lately, and I really enjoy it, is tucking in the pants into the combat boot, and I think it just looks cool. Like I don't know, I just enjoy that look, so that's why I've been doing it. And then right here, these are a grailed right here. Like I don't have these, but I wish I did. These are the Our Legacy Camion Mules. They're fire, bro. Like they just look great. I've been rocking with the Basket Case Mules for a while. Like dude, it's literally the Basket Case Mules. Like I wear them every day. Like I just enjoy them. They're similar to these. They're just without the belt buckle, and it's a different like silhouette on the toe box, but I just love them because of how comfy they are. And you just slip them on, and it looks like you have a leather boot on, and it just looks great. And then we get over here to the actual clothing inspo. So when it comes to like what I wear and stuff, I feel like like well, hopefully hope if people who know me, like I hope this is what my fits look like. But yeah, like I just love like throwing on a good jacket, bro. Like it could be a bomber, it could be like a good like different type of jacket or whatever. Like I just love a good jacket, bro. You just throw it on and you're good. You're comfy, you're warm. We're in Oh dang, yeah. I mean, during the summertime, you kind of gotta chill on the jackets over here in California. But yeah, like this is the brand Somar right here. I love everything they do. I actually don't own anything from them, but I love their whole vibe. And yeah, like yeah, bro. Like I just love simple fits, bro. Like I put on simple fits. I'm not crazy with it. It's just I just enjoy to be comfortable, and I just know what I like, and I'm rocking with that. I was gonna say something, but over here we got the Ricks. Shout out the Ricks, bro. I used to have a pair, but had to let them go. But yeah, I feel like I don't have to say too much about the Ricks. The Ricks are just iconic, bro. Like, you know what these are, bro. Like, these are the Ricks. But yeah, so that's enough for the clothing one. And then over here, we got the Faith tab, bro. So shout out God. I love Jesus, bro. I love the Lord. God saved me, bro. And faith is the foundation of my creativity. Like, from faith, all of this creative stuff, like this is where it all comes from. It comes from the faith, bro. And here are just some images relating to the faith that I think are cool. This is a graphic that I made right here. I went for like this magazine look, but I wanted it to look like super aged and stuff. And I thought this was funny. It's just like I'm a soldier in Christ's army. And then this one's funny too. I'm a hardcore Christian. But what's funny about this one is that like the back of the shirt actually says Bale, and it has like Christian Bale's face on it. So it's like I'm a hardcore Christian Bale fan. But it's just funny because like the front says I'm a hardcore Christian, and it's just like that's what's up. Like I'm a hardcore Christian, bro. This one's fire. I love how this one's just intriguing and different. Really makes you like pause and be like, what the heck am I looking at? But you know, it's like real, you know. Um, this right here is one of my favorite statues. This right here is fire. So basically, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And then, so you only get to see this side of his face, but if you were on the opposite side of the room, you would see the rest of his face, and the rest of his face is the sheep side. And the sheep side's very like calm, right? And then you get like the wolf side where he's gritting his teeth and stuff. But and usually like the meaning behind like a sheep and wolf's or a wolf in sheepskin is that the wolf is intentionally hiding in sheepskin because the wolf wants to harm the sheep, and it's just like this deceptive like thing. But like art is art, right? So you can interpret it in different ways, and I kind of like to view this as like like it's from a more like relatable sense. Like this wolf wants to be a sheep and like is trying to like disguise himself as a sheep, but because he has to, because he's naturally a wolf. Like it's in his DNA to be a wolf. Like he can't change that. And as much as he's trying, like he's just a wolf, bro. And I feel like that's super relatable to the faith, because we have like this natural like desire to like this like sin nature in us, and it's like deep down like we're a wolf, but because of what God did, like we're able to enter into like being a sheep. So like I just love this statue. Like I feel like it's relatable. But yeah, that concludes my brain map. This is what it looks like in its fullness. I think it looks cool, just all the connecting lines. Like there's, like it's just all puzzle pieces. But yeah, so if you watched this, like for real, shout out, because, I think like as someone that likes to create things, like there's this desire to like have your art be shown and be everywhere. But then there's this desire to like not be known and just like create art just to create for like the fun of it. But then like you be putting in work and you're like, dang, like I want people to see this though, so like if you watch this, thank you so much. And let me know, like hopefully like all of this is reflected in my own work, and if it is, please let me know, because that would mean a lot. Like for real, like imagine like my artwork is being compared to like Gene Dawson's and like Ned Spence, or like like the Batman and Train Dreams, like like that's like a W, bro. So yeah, that concludes it. I'll see y'all later, chat.